What's up everybody, see you again on the Fake MMA News. Again, we will inform you the latest news from the MMF, special UFC. And just listen.
Nobody would dare cross King Khabib. Islam Makhachev seen as too protected amid UFC title stripping rumors. Controversy is brewing around UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev, who is rumored to be facing the threat of being stripped of his title if he doesn't step into the octagon soon. But according to former UFC fighter and analyst Chael Sonnen, such a move is highly unlikely, as long as King Khabib stands behind him. In the latest episode of the Good Guy, Bad Guy podcast, Sonnen and Daniel Cormier unpacked the tangled state of the lightweight division. Cormier brought up speculation that the UFC could strip Makhachev if he refuses to defend it down immediately.
I saw something yesterday that said it's either defend or be stripped for Islam. So there's no.
I heard that too, but there's no way that's true. Nobody would dare cross King Khabib. No way. Not in this. They wouldn't even. When Khabib tried to give his own damn belt back, they wouldn't accept it. He was shoving it in their face, and they wouldn't put their hands on it. So they're not going to take it off of his heir apparent. That's not going to happen.
Okay, so that's out. That's so it's
unless Islam. But by the way, the only thing that Islam wants to do, the only thing Islam has ever told us, he's never asked for anything, not for money, for dates, for card placements, or opponents. He's asked for one thing, which is he'd like to be a 170-pounder. He don't want to be at 55 anymore. And now that you open a precedence and you let a 45-pounder no longer be a 45-pounder, it gets a little hard to tell Islam he's got to beat the only thing he's got problems with, which is the scale. So, you can call it a stripping, I guess. They're trying to insist to us that Ilia Topuria vacated the title. I'm willing to play along, but they only vacated the title because they say he vacated the title. If you look at the actions of what actually happened, he was stripped.
Makhachev has reportedly expressed interest in moving up to the 170-pound division, no longer wanting to compete at lightweight. Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria, who just moved up from featherweight after finishing Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski in back-to-back fights, is knocking on the door for a shot at Makhachev. Sonnen also questioned whether Topuria truly vacated his featherweight title or was subtly stripped. They're trying to insist to us that Ilia Topuria vacated the title, but if you look at the actions, he was stripped, Sonnen said. Adding to the pressure, former UFC welterweight champion Ben Askren has called on UFC President Dana White to take action. Speaking on the Funky and the Champ podcast, Askren said bluntly, if Islam doesn't want to fight, then strip him. Dana should just do Dana stuff. Askren argued that Topuria has more than earned his shot, not only by remaining undefeated, but by finishing two legends in dominant fashion. If you're the champion, you're supposed to defend the belt against the best person, right? Askren added. With Arman Tsarukyan pulling out and Topuria surging in, the path seems clear. Unless, of course, the UFC's deep respect for Khabib and his legacy proves too strong to override. So, the big question remains, can the UFC afford to strip Khabib Nurmagomedov's protege, or is Makhachev truly untouchable?
Forgive me.